Hello my friends, I have a new story I want to read to you. If you guys can remember, last week we read the story Bringing Down the Moon, and in the back of that story is another story. Bringing Down the Moon was a fiction story, which means it's not real, but this story back here is non-fiction. It's a real story, and it's going to give us some facts and information about the sky and about the moon. So this story is called Day and Night Sky. All right, so let's take a look at this first picture. This bridge might look familiar to you because in our last lesson that we did, I guess last week and the week before, we talked about some landmarks around the United States, and this was one of them. Do you guys remember what it was? It's the Golden Gate Bridge. Do you remember learning about that one? It's in California. Okay, let's see what it says. This is the sky during the day. The sun is in the sky. So you can see the light blue sky, some clouds around the sun. This is the sky at night. The moon is in the sky. So here's your nighttime sky. It's kind of like a dark blue color, sometimes like gray, black, and then there is your bright moon. So there's the day sky and the night sky. This big old book. Okay. Daytime. The sun rises in the morning and sets at night. The sun is very hot and bright. It looks like a giant fireball. Be careful never to look straight at the sun. If you look straight at the sun for too long, it can really damage your eyes. And it kind of hurts them too if you look too long. And then you might sneeze. Does that ever happen to you when you look at the sun? Happens to me a lot. So this is the sun. In the morning it rises up, and then in the evening it goes down. We call it sets. Sunrise, sunset. Nighttime. The moon looks different at different times of the month. The moon can look like a thin crescent, like this, kind of like a little sliver. At another time, it can look full and round. Sometimes you can even see the moon during the day. So look, this is during the daytime, and you can kind of see the moon over here. Let me get that a little closer for you so you can see. Have you ever seen the moon during the daytime? Yeah, I've seen it sometimes. Have you seen the moon where it looks like a crescent? Yeah, and what about the full moon where it's a big circle? Like a sphere, right? Okay, here's our last page. The stars. The sun is a star. Did you know that? Some people think the sun is like a planet, maybe, like another planet like Earth, but it's actually just a star. It looks big because it's the closest star to Earth. Remember, most stars are very far away. That's why they look small, but the sun is a star that's very close. That's why it looks so big. There are other stars we see only at night. Have you ever looked at the nighttime sky and seen stars? Yeah, you see all of these stars. I love looking at the stars. These stars are very far away from Earth. We are always looking for new stars. Maybe one day you will discover one. Wouldn't that be cool? So you can find a star that no one's found before, and you can name it. Whatever you want to name it. You could even name it Miss Landry if you want. So look, if you see right here, there's a little boy, and maybe that's his dad or his grandpa with him, and they're looking through, do you know what that's called right there? A telescope. And when you look through this telescope, it kind of magnifies, so it makes things look closer than what they are, and you can kind of see up close. So we might see this sky with our regular eyes, but through a telescope, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look a little closer to you. Pretty cool, huh? All right, guys, I want you to spend some time this week taking a look at that sky outside. See how it changes, see how the moon changes. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.